What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the RC Retro channel. In this episode, we're taking a look at the Losi XXX4 G+. G+ standing for Graphite Plus, and then we're going to get it out on Keith's track. Yes, Keith from RC Icons. But first, I just wanted to give you some background information and go over some of the key features of the XXX4 G+. The XXX4 Graphite came out in 2003, just 1 year after the original XXX4 came out, which was meant to replace the highly regarded XXX4. It had a fully enclosed single belt transmission, threaded anodized shock bodies with aluminum shock collars, titanium nitride shock shafts, titanium nitride hinge pins, aluminum front and rear CVDs from MIP, titanium turnbuckles, full ball bearings, and let's not forget a graphite chassis and graphite suspension parts. Now the XXX4 is based on the XXXS touring car. Again, a single belt drivetrain that was very fast and smooth. However, where it didn't excel, from where I read online, was over bumps and jumps. So the XXX4 was meant to replace the XXX4, but because it had its issues on tracks that were bumpy and ruddy and had big jumps, Team Losi came out publicly and admitted that the XXX4 did have a competitive advantage. That and the fact that fan base was complaining and saying how the XXX4 was that much better than the XXX4. And so Team Losi ended up in 2005 re-releasing the XXX4 as a graphite edition, and even gave its Team Losi drivers the option of choosing which one to run in races, the XXX4 or the XXX4. So as far as my XXX4, I was fortunate enough to find it on eBay for just under $300, which I think is pretty reasonable. It looked like it was in really good condition, lightly used, and came with an 8.5 Novak Havoc brushless setup. The front shocks had aftermarket Red Trinity shock collars. There's also RPM ball cups, and one of the MIP drive shafts in the front is missing, and instead there's a much thicker one in its place. Also, mine doesn't appear to have the titanium turnbuckles or the threaded rear shocks. I think that these turnbuckles and the rear shocks were from the original XXX4. Now, I'm not a pro or a semi-pro driver by any means. I'm more of like a Joe Schmo type driver, but I was really impressed with the XXX4. Right after I had this on the track, I took out my Tamiya Durga on the DB01 chassis, which is probably their best performing four-wheel drive buggy that's non-TRF, and it just wasn't quite a Losi XXX4. The XXX4 just had a different feel to it where I felt like I had more control over it. It was planted and smooth, soaking up the track, and took off and landed nicely. Very, very plush. Okay, so here's some video highlights of the Losi XXX4 G+ on Keith's track, followed by him and I going head-to-head, the Losi XXX4 versus his Tamiya DB01 RR. If you're familiar with Keith's channel, RC Icons, you know that he went away for 3 weeks over to Australia, during which time he did a few videos racing his Losi XXX4, which is, I want to say, probably one of his favorites. Now, I would love to get a XXX4 on the channel, and I would love to put it head-to-head with the XXX4, perhaps in the spring on Keith's track, and compare them. It's the last Losi I'd really like to add to my collection. So if you have one at a reasonable price and you'd like to depart with it, you could find me on my Facebook group or on Instagram, or even drop me a comment down below and let me know how I can get in touch with you. I'd appreciate that. All right, so enjoy the race footage. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll check you all on my next. Take care.
So smooth. So smooth. Alright, in this one we've got 4-wheel drive going on. We've got the TRF DB01 RRR and the Losi XXX4.
Let the man do his thing over here.
What's that?
Let the man do his thing.
which I must say looks absolutely gorgeous. Did Larry paint that one too?
Yep. Custom RC graphics.
Custom RC graphics. Some jackass painted the black one.
I don't know how to do an intro for my video. I'll just let you. I was gonna copy yours, put it in my video.
I'll send you a link. let me get the camera on the controller and we'll get going.
All right, while you're doing that, I'm gonna take a couple. Yep. Ooh. Oh, this thing is like fucking butter.
Caleb's gonna come home and he's gonna be like, "You epoxy the phone holder to my radio?" Yep. Sure did. This thing is smooth. Gareth and Phil are gonna see these videos and be like, "The way Keith drives, I'm glad we didn't come."
You know what? From the Dyna Blaster to this, night and day, buddy.
Yeah.
Good thing that tree was in the way. I'm not sure if people are going to see that I wiped out.
Not worth racing a Tamiya.
I see something hanging off the back of my car. Or was that a leaf? I think that was a leaf.
It's just a balance plug. No big deal.
I thought it was a shock dragging behind my car, like it came off. But no, it was just a leaf.
Look at my tires. If you get a chance to see my tires on the way down the straight, take a look at them. There's about a ½ inch of rim showing. Always glue your tires. I probably should have them glued at this point. I know that's the tire I need to run on this track. Before I wouldn't glue them because I didn't know what I wanted to run.
I don't know. From all the things I was reading online about the XXX4 versus the XXX4, seemed like it was way inferior, but I mean, I never drove a XXX4, but this is pretty awesome.
No, they're both awesome. And you got to remember, the people that are writing that stuff are professional racers and guys that are like doing this stuff all the time.
What are you talking about?
And they know how to tune. We're a bunch of idiots. That's what I'm talking about.
No, I'm proclaiming myself a semi-pro driver like another YouTube channel does. That's it, I'm semi-pro at this point.
Well, let me ask you this. Would you race a Tamiya?
Yeah, I would race a Tamiya.
Oh, well then you're not a semi-pro. You're a jackass like me. According to some people. Is it economical? No. But we all grew up with Tamiya.
Oh, it takes the inside. Just so you know, I haven't been going full speed.
Yeah.
Or else I wouldn't be able to control this thing.
My tires are falling off. Think I got any control? Oh, yes! I did it. I flipped it over.
Oh! I had to join you. I gave it full throttle over the jump.
Blew your tires. I feel a lot faster if my tires were on your rims.
Let's try that again. Just, I can't even describe how awesome this drives. Like, so smooth. The way it just... Oh! Oh!
That's how I'm running.
Oh! No, no good.